Hey guys, I am Shep the Saint, and I'm with TheAdrenalineGamers. I've been getting, a lot of my friends are getting into PC gaming, and they often don't know where to start, like, to go out and where to go, what to buy from, what monitor, what mouse, like, what you actually would prefer and like. And I have my friend James, I play with him all the time, you guys know him. He has a PC, he went out, when he first got it last year, it was top of the line. It was nice. It was $800. It was AMD. And I'm not trying to diss AMD or like keep away from their product, but I am not familiar with it. And he had trouble with it because I work with Intel and NVIDIA. That's what I do. I do all that stuff. I do anything for the Intel, any processor, dedicated graphics chips I work on, and I also do graphics cards from NVIDIA. And he decided to go out and buy an AMD computer. And I told him, like, why would you do that without talking to me? Like, I'm the computer guy. Like, you have a question, you come to me, or you have this, you do that. And he went out and bought it, and lately he's been having a lot of trouble with it, because he has no one to talk to, and no one to get help from. And I try learning it, but it's a little too annoying for me, because with Intel, when you first get everything, or I mean NVIDIA, when you first get a NVIDIA graphics card, it downloads you GeForce and the experience right away. And it's all right there for you. Unlike AMD, whereas you buy a graphics card, and you have to go find the drivers, you have to go do all this. And moral of the story is, before you run out and buy something, make sure you know what you're doing, because he kind of just heard like PC gaming and went out and spent his hard-earned money. He's a hard-working man. Spent his hard-earned money on a PC he has no idea what to do with. So he buys a new graphics card. I figure it out for him. I learn about the drivers and how to install it into his computer. And after I think he did it like 2 months ago. Now he's having troubles. When he first got it, it was like 60 frames, and he had no problems with it. He had 60 frames on DayZ, it was awesome. It was like a lot better than mine at the time. And all of a sudden, he gets lag spikes from 40, he gets like 50, 40, and then all of a sudden, 19, 15, and it's unplayable. It's just not fun. And he has, I think I also believe he has another thing that's AMD is AMD processor. I have no idea how good it is. I don't know if it's like in comparison to Intel, if it's like an i5 or an i7. And I told him, like, at this point, James, I would stop dropping money into it, because he's already bought the graphics card, $200, which is supposed to be really good, and he bought a new power supply for it to match it, which he dropped another like $150 in, so he's down $350, and he already spent $800, so it's a $1,000 computer now. But no one's gonna buy it for $1,000 because how it performs like a $700 computer. It's just not worth it. And now we're looking at a website, iBuyPower, and again, I'm not dissing AMD. I'm just saying that if you're gonna get an AMD, make sure you know what you're doing, because I feel like me and him have no idea what we're doing, and he went into it blindly. He's like trying to play PC games that are blindfold on. Like, it's impossible. Now we're looking to buy him a new computer. And we're going to go on iBuyPower. I've heard from many people that's a great website. I'll put a link in the description. It's very awesome. I'm planning on buying a laptop from them for about $1,600. It's the Battalion 101, I think W6. I'm going to like pimp it out and everything so when I go away to college. And, open. What are you doing? Oh, I have to get on this side? There we go. And, we're on an iBuyPower, and he's like, Pat, just get me a PC I can play games with. Because he has Windows 8, and also, like, Windows 8 is not optimized to play most games. It's just not fun. And if you look at the circumstances, he drops $1,000 on a PC to play video games, and he can't even run like Gary's mod. Like, it's pretty sad. He can't run Gary's mod. He has a lot of trouble, and he gets very frustrated because he's always working, and when he wants to come on and play, his computer gives him a hard time. And I mean, like, if you're going out spending that kind of money, you shouldn't be having a hard time playing your video games, like me. I built mine personally. I have an Intel i7 3770. NVIDIA GTX 650 Ti, and it's everything runs smoothly and it's all right. I mean, I get 60 frames playing DayZ. I could play World at War pretty fine. I should be able to play the money I spent on it. I should be able to play these games just fine. But for the money James spent, he should play it way more than just okay. Like spending $1,000 on a computer and playing games at an okay, dedicated graphics setting is uncalled for. It shouldn't be happening. So now I'm on iBuyPower and I'm making him a computer for $800. And I look at him, it's like, James, like, what were you thinking? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me how you could go and spend $800 on this when you can just go on a website I recommend and am going to use and get great reviews from. No. That I'm using great reviews from and just go, like, blatantly just go buy one for $800. It's just insane. And now I'm buying him one. It's $800. It's really nice. It's an Asus M11 AD case, I believe. I'm going off the top of my head, like it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I just did it for him. He's very upset. And it's going to cost him $812 to be exact for liquid cooling, an i5 4690K processor. Yeah, I think it's K. With tuning performance. I believe it was. And he's gonna get liquid cooling, the whole 9 yards. It's gonna be awesome. Like, his specs should run it just like mine. And he could have avoided this entire situation by just talking in the first place, like telling me what he wanted. As if he would have been like, Pat, I want a PC that I'm not gonna have problems with. I would have been like, all right, I'll build one for you, I'll design one for you, and we'll get it up in like a week or two, and we'll have it shipped out here, or you can order the parts and I'll build it. And the whole point of this video is to just tell you guys, if you're planning on getting into PC gaming, have a friend who knows what he's doing, or get an idea of what you're doing, and start doing some reading, or watch a bunch of YouTube videos or something. Because if you're going to go out there and you're going to buy a PC, and you don't know, like, what's going on with that PC, it's going to be a waste of money no matter how much you spend. You can spend $2,000 on the nicest PC you can find, and if it turns out you need to change something or download something or do anything with it, and you don't know what you're doing, almost went down there, didn't I? What was I? Sorry, train of thought. Back. And if you go out and spend $2,000 on a computer, that's not going to give you any problems, and then you need to change something in the future, like with mine. I made sure my case was a Antec 300D, had enough space for modifications, enough space for anything new. I made sure I spent an extra $1, and I went out and bought a case that's going to do what I needed to do in the future. And James didn't. He went out and bought a pre-built computer from, like, Best Buy. I'm not trying to diss Best Buy either. Best Buy is a pretty good store to go to. I use it sometimes for games. Come on, you're not going to teleport in front of me. And Best Buy is a pretty good store. I use it for some of the games I buy and play. And I guess when he bought it, he was just told by the guy, like, yeah, you get a monitor free, you get everything free. And you get, like, mouses, a keyboard, a headset, mice, a keyboard, headset, everything. This comes with it. And when he bought it, he said, it must sound like a great deal. And then when he got it, the first thing he said was like, Pat, how do I use Windows 8? I told him, James, to be honest, I don't know. And then I went online and I figured Windows 8 out for him. I told him how to do stuff because he had no idea what to do with it. Because Windows 8 is a mess. And when I say mess, it's a mess. Windows 8 is a disaster. It's not optimized for games. It's very confusing for first-time PC users. And he was a first-time PC user, you know? Like, it's his first computer. And it's just very confusing. Like, I'm like, James, open your control panel. And I have Windows 7 Ultimate Edition. Or Home Premium, I don't remember which one it was. And I told him, like, go to your control panel and read me off, like, what stuff you have. Like, what are your specs? And he'd be like, where's the bottom left heart button? Like, it's not here. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. And it turns out for Windows 8, you have to open up the little app menu and then type in a search box control panel to get it open. And it's just it's a hassle. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to be able to go right to my documents or right to my programs, but you can't when in Windows 8. You have to always... Is there a zombie left? No, there's no zombie left. The run's gonna end soon. And, like, there's all these problems with Windows 8 also. And then you look at his PC, and he's told, yeah, it's got dedicated graphics. And then you look at the PC, open it up, there is no graphics card. There is a chip. And I'm like, James, you can't play video games with a chip. He's like, well, I'm running DayZ right now at 60. I'm like, okay, James, we'll see how long that lasts. And it turns out his chip was outdated, and everything else in the computer was garbage. Like, it's sad to say it, but it was garbage. The PC he went out and bought was complete garbage. And, like, I had no idea what was going on. I couldn't help him unless I read up on it. And I felt really bad, because I like help people with their computer problems. Like you guys, you know, Rob from the Castle Gamers, his PC spent like $1,000. And his PC crushes mine. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's awesome PC. It's an awesome PC. I built it for him. He ordered the parts off Newegg, great company, and put it together for him. It runs awesome. It kills everything we play. For, like, Minecraft, he gets like 600 frames. It's ridiculous.